All right, let's try this again because this is being a pain in the butt. So let's see here. I'm trying to get my audio set up here. And audio set up here. All right, so can you all hear me? I had to go back to resorting to using my camera for recording, my phone camera for recording, and then using the chat here loaded up on the actual screen. Unfortunately, I don't know if y'all could hear me before. I couldn't see anything in the chat. I couldn't hear anything. But when I tried to use the StreamYard on my PC, it just was a horrible experience. So we decided to swap that out. Um, but that's okay. You know, we got better things here. So how's everyone doing tonight? Thank you everyone for watching. Hey, what's going on there, Carter? And welcome to the live stream. Of course, you know I put the links in places where anyone can actually join into the panel. I'm going to start bringing people up here shortly. While we're actually talking today, and I'm going to introduce the topic of discussion now since it's already 9 o'clock, past 9 o'clock, unfortunately. Today's panel, as it says in the descriptor, is we're going to be talking about QC issues in the hobby, and the big three, basically, that have all had their quality control issues. And I also want to mention the ascension, so to speak, of X-Shot into being the most exciting brand in the hobby, as well as Dart Zone. Um, uh, so no shotgun audio, just audio is allowed. If you want to just do audio only, that's fine. You're more than welcome to. Everyone's that welcome to join in, and I'll be doing this for until I'm done doing it. Last time we went on until like almost 11:30 p.m. Eastern time. So, you know, you can join in, you can drop out. That's it. Today I'm expecting some the same people as we had before, such as Milo's mods should hopefully be joining in soon because I know he can be kind of gruff and talks over people, but I've addressed that with him, so we're going to be timing it. Each person, when it comes to each subject, we're going to go around the panel, and each person is going to have about 45 seconds to talk. And if you have something to say about that, you're going to raise your hand. I will be moderating it, and I will be calling people, letting them know, hey, okay, it's your turn to speak, or hey, this person has a question. And I will be muting people. So you will see my fingers, unfortunately, going to my phone screen to try to hit the mute button. I was trying to avoid that by using my computer, but StreamYard again is being a pain in the butt. So yeah, that being the case, hopefully Cartel will be joining us in. He showed interest, and again, I've sent out invites into group chats where there are lots of people. So hopefully we will see some people that want to join in. But again, this is just for fun. This is just discussing things, and today we're going to be I'm going to be modding something while we're discussing as well, because it's a midweek mod. So there you go. Without further ado, let me see if I can't bring people in. I thought I'd invited people in. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually invite somebody up here. Where is he at? Well, he's not there for some reason. Well, okay. Well, hopefully people will come in and wait to get it back in here. That being said, right now it is just me. The project I'm going to be working on, I'm going to be grabbing some stuff right now. Is I'm going to be working on a flywheel blaster that I've had in my possession for a long time, and I never got around to modding it. However, it does take strife cages. It has stripe geometry, so I'm going to grab one of those that I have, and we'll see. So this is actually a 41.5 crush OFP injected molded plastic cage. Going to be grabbing my motors as well, and we're going to be modding this beautiful bad boy. Just a straightforward flywheel modification and lipo. Gonna have fun with this one, so we'll see about this. Let me grab my flywheels and my snips, and we'll get ready to go. So now, here we go. I see we got some people here joining us. Let me see what we got here. And let's get stage and John on stage.
Hey, what's up, Cillian? Woo!
What's going on, Caltea?
I was worried about you. I PM'd you, and I was like, "Are you doing the show today?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I hope you didn't get hit by a truck or something." Oh, and I'm glad you're here, Norman. I'm glad.
No, yeah, I didn't get hit by a truck. Let me show you why I was so preoccupied today.
Okay,
I'm having technical difficulties.
This beautiful bastard. This is the Catfish. This is a new Lido build. It hits about 200, and it's based off of a Lynx build. Hence why I'm sure he's calling it a Catfish, is because he names everything after fish, and, well, you know.
It ain't about the Nigerian scammers, right?
Exactly. So, but yeah, I mean, it's all string powered and hits 200, you know, and it is dry fire safe, so that's kind of nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Real nice. Let me move this up a bit here.
So, now I did put some links out there for people to join in. And I did get a message from Sandman regarding that he'll be joining later on, Milo's Mods. I did talk to him just to let y'all know about last week, because a lot of people wanted to address the talking over. So we're going to be doing something a little bit different this week, that when we're talking about subjects to try to keep everyone focused, if you have something to add on to what someone was saying, go ahead and actually raise your hand. That way you can be, we can call upon it. That way we don't worry about interrupting people. I'll be monitoring on the screen and being like, hey, let's pause and let's see, for example, if Chris has something to say, Chris, you say what you have to say. John, you have to say what you say, just to keep it a little bit more organized. And that way we're not talking over people, because last week we had the issue with AJ and Chip that both wanted to get a word in, and they couldn't really say anything.
Yeah.
So
it's a work in progress.
Yep. That being said, give me 1 second, because he's telling me he can't log in. It's because he had the old stream. Let me get him the new link.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I was just laying in my bed, and then you're like, "Oh my god, he dropped me a link." You know what I mean?
Yep.
I was like,
"Do you guys hear me?"
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, good. So to swap mics out. My USB hub broke, I think.
Had my hands full with the Thunder Stratocaster cease and desist that was given to Thur Guitars. Now, this is crazy, because this is the most copied design of electric guitars anywhere. Okay, 89 Fender Eclipse model. Has 35. How many clones of these guitars do you see in the shop? Yamaha, Gibson, very common, right? Well, Fender Musical Instruments Company put a cease and desist on Shure guitars. Now, in the United States, this is Creative Commons. Okay, the Stratocaster design, and this is a true custom shop Fender. Is a Clapton model. Okay, but in Germany, they're not. So they ordered every guitar destroyed, all their inventory destroyed, everything, even recalls for their guitars. I'm not kidding. It's like crazy, and everybody's hating on them today. I got like 30 or 40 PMs from friends. It was insane. I mean, I've been dealing with it all day, just all day. I turned off Messenger on this thing. It's nasty, but yeah, most copied guitar anywhere. And today's recipe for this, you wouldn't expect that. You wouldn't expect that. I mean, I was just like, oh my god.
You would not. You would not.
No.
But I mean,
Fender.
again, as the entire issue for the past couple of weeks in our hobby has shown, you'd be surprised at what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
now I I have actually been offered a off the live call that I'm going to be making to clear up certain things. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And
That'd be good.
you know what? I'm gonna apologize because I forgot to send Joe Fox a direct link for this week's live. This week, guys, I apologize because of all the issues that I've had. It's been a little bit a little less organized. Not like it's ever truly really organized, but you understand what I'm saying.
That's okay. That's best off done off camera anyway, and
no
just
Joe
do
today?
a separate video. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
because-
no Joe today regarding this one.
Y-
And I did obviously put a link in to a chat that I have with Gibbs Mods. I'd love to get him involved. Now, mind you, he doesn't need to rehash the entire issue with OOD. It's probably best if he doesn't. Because here's the thing, I'm gonna talk one thing about the OOD issue. And Chris, by the way, I loved your video that you made about that. Let's just put it this way. We all know what the Streisand effect is, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely Streisand effect going on. I agree.
And it or very similar to it because another name in the hobby commented on that video, and
really?
yes, and he commented publicly. He was indifferent about it, but he mentioned something that I found humorous because it was almost as if it was like an accusation. And mind you, this is just coming how it seems. Not that it is. It seems like almost like an accusation when the reality is we talked about it last week and we were making a joke of it as if this is true, not that we actually believe that it truly was true.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And that is the unnamed source who supposedly, and I say allegedly, supposedly works at Out of Darts that left the comment.
And I said it might not be, although I believe it is.
Yeah,
it might not be.
I
I
want to believe it is because
we all want to
that'd be
believe.
hilarious, and also that would bring the house down if it really is true.
Oh yeah, it's
exactly.
So funny.
It would incite change.
Exactly. And that's the thing. We're all Mulder in this case. We want to believe, but at the same time, in reality, we're also kind of Scully in the sense that we're very skeptical of it.
We need proof.
Yeah.
So, which is why I said what I said, and that was, hey, message me, message Cartea. We'll both do our jobs as almost independent journalists in the hobby and talk for him from there.
I'll keep you out of it. I'll keep your name out of it. I can be confidential. Exactly.
We just need some kind of confirmation that you are who you, in fact, you say you are, and that's it. I mean, that's all we're looking for.
Milos Mods is backstage.
Oh, he's backstage. Oh, perfect. Yes.
I had the funniest dream that it was Dr. Flux.
Don't get me wrong. If Flux, here's the thing: if Flux got a link and he wanted to come up on stage, I'd be more than happy to have him on here. If anybody has a direct link to Luke Bird, I'd love to have a conversation with him. Because here's the thing, guys.
Would be in order though.
I'm hypercritical. However, I bring receipts whenever I have a critique, but I also give praise when it's warranted. Right. And I'll be the first one to admit, Flux used to make some awesome content. A lot of what I learned from Flux. I'll be honest with you. But I will also be the first one to say, when quality goes downhill, it goes downhill fast. Which is the subject of today's live. Is quality control issues in the hobby amongst the big three, or let's include the four, because we include Dart Zone as well. So that being said, let's go and actually start talking about that, because we all know that the mothership was always Hasbro and will always be Hasbro. I mean, Nerf invented the hobby. Literally, it is an acronym.
Losing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They're losing the mothership. They are losing.
They are. They've lost the market share as far as. Let me adjust my camera. They've lost the market share as far as I'm concerned. They've gone downhill. And is there a way to salvage it? I don't know. But for the longest time afterwards, we had Dart Zone. Dart Zone was the shining star of the hobby. Here when it comes to the big store brands, because obviously you can't purchase Worker off the shelf here in the U.S. And then you had Dart Zone, Hasbro, Nerf. You had Buzzbee, and then you have X Shot. Am I missing anyone's of the major manufacturers?
CWQ.
Big box stores.
You can't count CWQ though.
Yeah, you're right. Big box stores. You got
You
it.
can
Yeah,
find
yeah,
them
not
on
CWQ.
Amazon now, but that's literally it.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on now. If you're counting Amazon, no, I mean,
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. That's why I was thinking CWQ because they Amazon exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm talking. I can go to my local store and pick it up today, not have it delivered to my house.
Yeah, no.
Okay, then no.
Yeah.
Jim will
it
show
has
you.
to- that's not even Walmart.
Lannard. Okay, so Strife
Lennard.
mentioned Lannard. Lennard. Is it Lennard? Lannard? How is it pronounced?
Lennard, I think.
Man, I haven't seen one of those on shelf in ages.
Yeah,
Lennard.
I don't see them, but they're on the shelf in overseas. I know that much. So
yeah.
Lannard, Lennard, save big money at Menards. Anyways, that's
I see.
little. I'm dead serious. That's the Midwest store is
I know.
Menards.
I know.
But anyways, so Lennard, I don't want to really bunch them into this group because I don't see them at any of the stores nearby. But if you add them in there, their quality has never really been there. I own a Huntsman, regretfully.
People that have those are called
Chance, I never
victims.
did.
They're called victims. The owners are.
Yeah, I am the victim of a Huntsman, of a really cool looking blaster that is, yeah. Anyways,
ERTL also made stuff, but that was short lived. It was that weird shotgun blaster.
yeah. So that being said, for the longest time, Dart Zone, like I said, when Hasbro started its nosedive, Dart Zone ascended to be the number one for the market when it came to blasters. And then X Shot also came on the scene, but it was a cheaper alternative. It was like a bargain bin blaster, and it had issues of being like having really crappy plastic quality. The XL series. Then you see what happens with the Dart Zone has started to go down, and it seems like lately X Shot has ascended and like improved everything.
Done.
Would you say that's a fair assessment?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So-
I'll give you that.
I remember when X Shot was just Zoomer, and it was the yellow blasters.
Yeah. When they had like the Ninja or
Yeah. Well, not even
Yeah.
that. I'm talking pre that. The yellow blasters they have some of them now that are refreshed, but the yellow blasters were the excess line.
yes. Then they made the XL line,
Exactly.
which were the white and the red line.
And the excess line used those weird shorter darts with that weird head that did not agree with a lot of Nerf blasters.
The original ones worked in brass, but the later ones were too big. Like they made them slightly too big in the next run. But when they were brass, oh my god, they were great. When they were the right diameter.
Right.
Yep.
But after a certain point, it became that black foam with blue head, and it didn't work. They were sucked in stock Nerf breaches.
Are you talking about the round-headed ones?
Yeah,
No.
with the foam in front. Yeah.
It's like a flat bluish head that's like curved, and then it's flat, and then it's straight foam.
Let me see if I got one. Hold on a sec, guys. Let me see if I got
You
one.
can find them mixed in with dart bins all the time, but they suck.
I have one somewhere.
When you talk about
Hold
those
on.
weird 3/4 darts that they used to have,
They're almost they're not really 3/4, but they are shorter than standard length.
Like these?
yeah, they're
Yeah. They're like
a
that.
fudge shorter.
Blue or something similar. That's the OG.
Yeah, because like these actually, I actually kind of enjoy these, but
They don't always work in certain breaches, but yeah, pretty much.
This is the old school bin right here. I got one. I found one. Hold on. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, there's what I'm talking about. Pretty much the
Uh-huh.
same
Yeah,
thing.
I have about 300 of those.
Let's grab
Okay.
Are you an
Let's grab a
unfortunate owner
brass
of them?
breech blaster, my favorite brass breech blaster, and try to put it in there. See how it's too big? It's too big for 503. Yeah, it doesn't fit. Now the old ones that were green do fit, and they brought up the head diameter so you couldn't brass it. And they did it after I did my bird of prey video, like a couple months after the
feel like
new
that's-
batch.
So
was on, yeah,
wait, real quick, guys.
Yeah.
General Strike saying in the chat that those are not the original ones. The original ones were X-Shot
That's
sticky
one-
darts.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The original ones fit in here, and they were fast. They were like 300 feet per second fast because they're so light, you know. And let me see if I do have an original one. This is what they replaced them with.
I don't see X-Shot's old. Well, maybe I do. Hold on.
Yeah, they were green and they had like these blackish grayish heads.
They were
I'm
black
looking-
with yellow heads. I see exactly what General Strike's talking about. I'll show you the photo.
Those were the
They're
ones that fit in brass
large.
breech. Those were the ones that fit in brass, and
They
they
don't look
were
like they fit. They look like the
wonderful.
steel suction darts.
Yep.
Oh man, these are called hunting darts.
Yeah,
The
those are
prototype.
types. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I still have some. And look how crooked the heads are. What we know about
You
blasters
can still
today.
find them online.
Wow.
I see them on AliExpress occasionally all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
They
times,
they go through stuff like butter.
Well, I mean, let's be
Right.
honest. You can find almost anything on AliExpress. AliExpress is like Amazon for
China,
the old school Oriental Trading Company magazines too.
but for everything.
Look at that, guys. Oh man.
That's funny.
Wow.
And then this.
That is a shitty
Buzz-
dart for Busby. That was
Yeah,
Busby's
remember when-
Adventure Force
Remember
darts.
Busby? Busby too. Busby used to be on top, and just like Hasbro,
So
you know.
that's one thing I wanted to bring in because that's a company that rarely has any QC issues is Busby Toys, from what I've
Mhm.
noticed.
Mhm.
But when they do have QC issues, they have some pretty stinkers. I'm not going to mention a blaster by the name Tornado. But
Bless you.
they have some ones that are just like, what was that?
Thundershot.
Remember that
Oh,
Magnum
God,
blaster?
yes.
Do you
What was that?
remember? Was it the Magnum? The Magnum looking like
The Thundershot.
yeah, I had one. It sucked.
So
Yeah, mine did too.
mine wasn't horrible. At least it performed okay, but it was horrible in the design aspect of things.
Yeah, that's why I
Oh.
3D printed the
I had apparently, from what Mongoose explained to me, because I asked him about this at great length with the whole debacle going on with the Thundershot. There was two versions of the Thundershot that were released. One was the internals that they sent him that should have been sent to everybody. The other one was a prototype that should have never made it into production. However, that one did make it into production. That's why after people were getting Thundershots that were crap. I had one of the crap Thundershots.
me too.
And what I had to do was I actually had to message Busby. And the person who I messaged no longer works here, unfortunately, a lady named Carol Fox, if I remember right. And I had to give her the code off the bottom of the blaster, kind of like this one here. I don't know how well you can see that.
Yeah, I think you're talking about serial.
Yeah, well, I had to give her the code off the bottom of the blaster. And she was like, oh, yes, we screwed up, you know. We'll replace the blaster. So they sent me out a new blaster, and they gave me like 40 darts for my trouble.
Nice.
So was it? I'm trying to remember. Was it Mongoose or was it Drac that suffered some major backlash over the review on that one?
Mongoose.
Mongoose. Okay.
Really? Because I don't think Mongoose.
Yeah, well, the reason being is they sent two versions out. Mongoose got the better version, and he assumed everybody else would get that version too. He opened
right.
up the internals live on camera, and the internals from that version that he got to the version that I got and that Jonathan got was just totally different.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Drax, the one who actually held his review because of it, because he heard some issues of it. I
Right.
remember him. He mentioned something like that.
Surprisingly.
No,
Usually
no, no, no.
Drax pretty gun ho.
He is, but here's the thing. That's again.
Used to be, at least.
We which brings me to a side topic here. The importance of being honest. But anyways, let's go back to being. We'll talk about that in a minute. Go ahead, Chris. You had a thing.
Well, let's put it this way. I have met Drac 3 times, 2016, 2018, and about a year ago at Disneyland. And he is, in person, the nicest person in the world. He gets along with me. We drank. We have fun. We went to Disneyland together. Toward the later part of the night, he had a costume thing he had to do. But toward the later part of the night, he is not the same person you think he is in person. He's different. And it's a totally different persona. And he's just got this whole Southern gentleman thing going on about him. In person, he is like the raddest person in the world. I kid you not.
You are not the only person who's ever said that to me before.
Yeah, he's just a complete gentleman of a guy. Just
that
awesome
is surprising to hear based on the interactions I've had online.
Well,
and
the
also,
1 or 2 times I've talked to Drac, which is very rare and far between, he actually has been very nice and cordial to me. He hasn't been a jerk or anything. Now, I was kind of bummed when Ryan told me, because he actually met Walcom, and he's like, that dude's in character 24/7.
That's that too.
So I've never had the opportunity of interacting with Walcom live and in person, but I have interacted with him via Messenger. And oddly enough, it was very respectful, very cordial, and it was regarding the Delta Pro Spring. Because he was talking about the upgrade kit that was coming out. He did his review on the upgrade kit, and I made my typical borderline snarky but respectful comment of, "Well, I'm glad I didn't spend money on that upgrade kit when I got more performance out of a spring that I found in a bag." And are you laughing, Chris?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. So
because that's how I feel about it too, actually.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, well, I had this powerful spring that I just slapped it in there, and look at that, instead of buying a kit, I just grabbed it, recycled something, and here we go. But he was very cordial about it. We were talking. He's like, yeah, honestly, I think that we could probably get this thing to hit 200. And I was like, hey man, if you do it, man, I'd love to see you go back to your roots. And he's like, yeah, if I have time, we'll see. But it was very, very respectful interaction. Kind of a I see you, I challenge you, but it's not a disrespectful thing. So,
right.
The few interactions I've had with him and his friends group online was back in between 2017, 18, and 2019, 2020, and it was not the best. But those are my experiences, probably not the most common. It was more so on social media sites or social media platforms, Facebook groups such as Notmatico's Welcome and other ones, regarding just commenting on how some of the stuff we saw, people saw in his videos. I guess he took offense to that or something, but either way, I've heard the same thing. He appears to be nice in person, but I don't know. I've had an experience with that kind of is not the norm with Walcom, though. I can't remember if we talked over the phone, if there was messenger chat on the phone, messenger chat, but we were talking about tack gear. It was when I was early on in the hobby, but I was pioneering tack gear options and solutions for the for foam, obviously foam darts, full length. And he was looking at he needed a good chest rig, and I obviously recommended him the AK or
John, I need to pause something really quick. I want to address something in the chat really quick because General Strife just threw down a massive gauntlet, and mind you, guys, here's the thing. I don't take offense to anything that anyone's going to say in the chats. On the contrary, I will joke about anyone. Sandman, you know that I'm an equal opportunity jokester.
Yeah, right.
Now, that being said, General Strife just said, never been a fan of Drac. Same with Mid 772. I'm like, wait, who are we talking about here? And then he says, in fact, I've categorized Coop / Mid 772 as Nerf Tube Slop on my Nerf Tube
That's
iceberg.
the OG Nerf Tube Slop. He tried to make review videos, but they were geared towards kids and stock performance. Not he barely ever did anything like modded, and Coop, the only mods he really did was done by my knowledge. Very little that he do, and what he did do was IMR builds for flywheelers. He was not a true lipo guy. Like
no, and you are correct. However, here's the thing, guys. I'm Strife. You can say that all you want. Obviously, I look at it this way, and I had a conversation with someone earlier about this. When you do review videos, you review for the target audience of the blaster.
Exactly.
So I'll be honest with you. When I do Hasbro reviews, I used to be the type that would be like, oh no, well, this is a trap. No, I actually have to put myself in the mindset of who is this geared towards? It's geared towards the 8 and up audience. Is an 8-year-old going to enjoy it? Yes. Okay, then it's okay. However, what I will call out is when they do like BS crap, like, oh, let's do a plastic spring instead of a metal spring.
Yeah.
And they cut corners. That's when I start crapping on it.
Or no freaking O-ring on the plunger like the Elite 2L.
Elite 2.0 or Alpha Strike, yes.
Yeah. Terrible. Alpha Strike too, yeah. Well, I got something to say about Coop. Coop's all right. I've talked to him a few times, but he is that kind of mid-South Florida kind of attitude. And you got to know some people in Florida to understand that's just how they act. Like if you meet a New Yorker for the first time, it's just the way they are. And they're cool people inside, but they're just different. And as for mid, I mean, let's put it this way. Everybody is mid compared to me. Even I'm mid compared to some people that are chasing 500 foot per second records. With blasters, people consider me mid. But it's like, I make a 500 foot per second blaster. It's going to sit on the wall and do nothing. So you got to understand that. To me, Nerf is everything from the freaking slingshot ball blaster thing that they made back in the day to a Saber Ultima to a Ticker Shot 557. I mean, really, or 577. That's right.
Here's the thing, though, Chris, and again, I'm gonna blow some smoke in your direction,
okay,
in a good way, So I hope your butt's nice and clean so I can kiss it.
Okay.
You do with Nerf 1.0, what other people have to buy specialty blasters, like you achieve those speeds with Nerf 1.0 with your modding skills. What I mean by you set records with Big Blue, and with your Bird of Prey. Those are all based on off-the-shelf blasters.
That's a Star Shot.
Yeah,
that's one of those.
I used to
bring one down
those too. Remember that, Chris?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I used to keep an eye out for those. That and the what's it called? The
Pete Crush
all the time.
I still have them. This is why I stopped buying them, because I still have them.
I used to
be a supplier. Yeah. Now check this out.
That's how I got closer to Chris. I started being his supplier. Oh, geez. Box one.
I have 2 of these. New in box.
Dang.
Hey, Games Mods. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. I just heard something fall on my printer. If this print fell right now, I'm going to be so ticked off.
Oh, no.
Man down.
Shoot it.
It almost fell.
Oh, and speaking of off-the-shelf blasters that are now world-class, did you guys hear about the further laminating I did on this thing?
Oh, does it work better now?
It feels like a rifle. So it has the outside 3 layers, and then the inside is all fiberglass and epoxy, and then this tail. Remember this tail that bends all the time? Yeah. Not anymore. 7 layers of fiberglass epoxy.
Those Goodwill's broken all the time.
Oh yeah.
I usually get lucky and pick the ones up that do work and are okay looking and are obviously structurally sound, but occasionally I do see some that are just completely destroyed.
Oh yes, these tails break so easy.
I got a question.
And yes,
I might have an answer.
Well, it's the job, actually.
Uh-oh.
When you go to thrift stores,
Mm-hmm.
like, because most of the pictures I see that people post of like the original Nexus pose and stuff like that, well, they always post them without the stocks. Is that like the number one missing item? Is the stock?
So when it comes to blasters with like removable parts, stock being one of them, sights being one of them,
where did mine go?
front
I have
barrel, or the front barrel, the front flash hider, quote unquote, that piece. That also is a water piece that I find missing, and of course the mags. Luckily, I have found a lot of them with stocks. I found a lot of them with the mags that go to them. Surprisingly, short dart mag most of the time. But yeah, it usually is the sights that aren't there, or it's the barrel, front barrel piece. Surprisingly, those to fall out. But I've gotten lucky and been finding them recently a lot more completed. Sometimes it is a toss up though. I'll find them without the stocks. I'll find them with the sights. I'll find them with the stocks without the sights. I'll find them with the sights with the stock, but I'll have them missing the barrel piece, obviously. That piece breaks all the time on those things.
I'm not sure if you can see in there.
Is it with fiberglass?
That's all fiberglass epoxy inside. So 7 layers on both sides and then cast with epoxy. And then this right here.
Doesn't affect the spring?
No, the spring fits within it. And it's like, this is a K27. So
I just to make it perfect.
Yeah. So this right here is actually tape backside, 5 layers of fiberglass epoxy, and then tape. And you do this on here. And this is hard. This is not just duct tape. It's got fiberglass in the middle of it.
Bending. That's smart.
Yeah. So then, let me put this back in. Let's go. And this is not as compressed as it can be. I'm putting a 15-inch spring in this thing.
Yeah, right.
To cross 400. I'm going to be doing like 430, 450 with this.
With the Nexus Pro.
With the Nexus Pro.
It already can do speed it was made for.
It can already do more than twice. It can already do 403.
Good God.
But right now it's tuned to shoot about 300. But there it is. So when you hit this, notice that when you go down on this, it always compresses because this is just a cedar stock, right?
Yeah, and that's that special.
There you go.
It's blocking.
There it is. I actually showed this to my dad, and I said, "Hey, you want one for your M4? I'll make one for your M4." He's like, "I'll think about it. I'll make it like 7 or 9 layers, not 5. I only needed 5, but recoil with 223. Now I shoot 308s, but I think 2 with 223 versus 308 and odd 6. But there you go. And this keeps it from
30 odd 6 and 45 God's calibers.
Oh God, yeah, and 44 Remington Magnum.
Oh yes,
I love 44 Magnum. I love all 29s.
Oh, this guy not looking too happy.
Who was not looking too happy? He's been using Brand X. Okay. We gotta be quiet about the.
No. It's not that. It is. Oh man. It is the joys of 3D printing when you have something that has 1 minute left to print.
One layer line left
on a tower that goes like this. That does its best impression of I'm about to be canceled, but you know what?
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
So
yeah,
lost freaking
a 6-hour print that just ended with 1 minute left. I'm like, no.
Is it salvageable?
No way.
No, it's not because it's a seam that connects and makes a seal. So that layer is required.
Oh man,
damn it!
I'm sorry.
This is why you need to get you one of those machines that recycles filament.
Well, here's
exactly.
the thing. It didn't take too much filament, thank God. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reprint one on one machine. I have the other machine open, so I'm going to do the other side on another machine. So it'll only take half the time. But damn it.
This guy's got some conch.
Oh, man. This is just, ooh.
I'm so sorry.
Luckily, when I was
so
printing parts out like that, they'll have to stay up, like silencer style stuff.
Yeah.
They're friction fit on the like 19 millimeter or whatever it is, diameter barrel, like worker barrel. So I could only, it wouldn't matter if it was too short or fell over.
I'm so sorry. See, this is why I do thermoplastics. This is why I just stick with epoxy. It's hard work and everything, but the production time for it is lesser. Though you're not doing anything, it still takes hours to make a 3D printed part, and you have so much control of your design.
See, resin printing.
Yeah. Oh, resin printing would be wonderful. Or even better yet, if you 3D printed and then made molds and then made shells like this instead of this, because this is the weakest shell anywhere. This orange yellow plastic is so weak, and now it's just like it doesn't bend. It's really and it's really bitching. I am so happy.
I need to learn your ways, Chris, because I have a lot of those I needed to reinforce. I bought a shitload of them from Goodwill.
I will, Cillian, I will send you some videos. I have unlisted, actually, a video of me doing the cutting of this and setting it, and then you just fill it with glass. And I do have pictures and everything else. I have an unlisted video of doing that, but it doesn't look good because
the secrets.
yeah. So let me go through it real quick. What exactly happens? Okay. Well, this is fiber tape.
I was going to say, is it fiber tape? Is it the FIBA stash tape? I've heard of that.
It's just drywall tape.
Yeah. Okay. It's sold at hardware improvement stores, right?
Exactly. And they come in different sizes and different things. But here's the thing. They cannot break. They're made out of fiberglass, and fiberglass has a near indefinite full force. It's like 29,000 pounds, 35,000 pounds, depending on the strand, of course. Okay. So then what you do is you get some, let's get a new looking crazy glue. You cut this to size, you lay it down the part of the shell that you want. See, there you go. Right. And you lay it down, your very first layer. After you put that layer in, you cut this to size, you tack it with the crazy glue so it stays in place, and you get some 2-part epoxy, and you fill this all up. And make sure you're in good airflow. And then what happens is you can put tape on it to hold it in. It will close the cell structures of each one of these. You have something that's stronger than 430 chromoly. If you're using 30-minute epoxy, now if you're using the cheap stuff, let's say, where did I put it? Oh, right here.
And that stuff's paintable, right? You can paint that pretty well.
I use fiber film, but you can if you use a primer that's compatible with epoxy. The problem is you got to be chemically compatible with epoxy. Right. Let me show you the secret with this right here.
Because that's my biggest concern, because I paint a lot. That's one of my biggest selling points for my personal builds.
That's fiberglass. That's 7.5 ounce cloth. And then this is glitter tape and packing tape that's crazy glued. So what happens is you take this glitter tape and then you laminate this with crazy glue. So you're actually gluing packing tape on top of it, and it makes a film layer. And what I like about it is it's more scratch proof, and it actually gives you a little more pull force to it. And it has that shiny, that's how I do it. It looks really, really bitchin' when you do it. And that's what I'm going to do with the center stripe.
Take a gloss finish.
It makes a gloss finish, just like your bumper stickers, pretty much. But you're basically making it the size. I have never tried the paint epoxy, I'll be honest. But I do know that a lot of paints would flack off it, because most of it is like ABS compatible.
I use Duplicolor for a lot of my paints or my paint work. Duplicolor vinyl dye, which is an automotive paint, and I've never had it's not really a paint. It literally is more of a dye. That's my trade secret, everyone. You got me. I use vinyl dyes like Captain Xavier does. It just works better.
And he learned that from Bob Alolo, actually. Bob Alolo was the first guy to say it about dyes. Yeah.
It works great.
He's like, why don't you just dye this? Chris, why did you have to keep that color? Why did you dye this different color? He was talking about
my
this
stuff
part
lasts so much longer now, and paint works better because of it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So really quick, guys, because I wanted to go back to the entire subject of the original chat.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Problem. That's okay. What do you guys see happening with right now with Dart Zone?
Dart Zone and Adventure Force can kick workers' ass any day they want to. Any day. They just choose not to, and they choose to limit themselves to 2 and 400. And what's happening is they're running out of gimmicks and designs and stuff like that, to
Like
where
Nerf did.
like Nerf did. They're running out of ideas. Well, what they should do is just improve on their ideas. They had the Recon, and then later on they had the Retaliator. Everybody loved the Retaliator. It shot twice as far as the Recon. It was instant hit. You know what I'm
Then
saying?
the Recon Mark II came out, and then the coil went down because they used cheaper parts.
Yep, cheaper parts, cheaper everything, and
Well, it was still
not all your
compatible
backs
with the old stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't keep the cross compatibility, but
Actually,
if they
no,
wanted to,
it did partially.
they could beat Worker. This is a coolant killer right here. It is, and they could do it. But here's the thing: if they have stuff like this, they only sell a few hundred of these. Okay, it gets around to the lower markets that they're making better stuff, and that stuff like that can happen. This could take a 5-inch plunger tube with a 4 1/4 draw, 4 1/2 if you really work on the magazine. But yeah, they can do it. And if they do that, it would be like Dodge with their Viper and Chevrolet with their Corvette, or Fiat with the Ferraris. You know what I'm saying? They actually are upselling.
We know that they have the capabilities with their blasters, Chris. That's not where I'm going at. Where I'm going at is we know that Dart Zone did some really good designs. And then last year we had the Boxer Pro, which was a fantastic blaster, really fun. I mean, it is what everybody wanted. But then you had certain issues with blasters, and certain things that they tried to do that were basically copying what Hasbro did, what Hasbro was accused of, and that's just re-releasing the exact same blaster 3 times. And I'm looking at the Venom Pro.
The same blasters.
Yeah.
But then they had also issues with those blasters where, again, I have...
Omnia was another one, too.
What?
The Omnia was another one of those, too.
The Omnia was one, yes, that had issues. And Sandman's over there holding up the Brute. The Brute had major issues when it came out originally. But they had to, they said that, oh no, we didn't do a re-release. But anybody who got the early releases of the Brute all had the same issues with the B car, with the P car, with the jamming. I mean, but then anyone who bought it a little bit afterwards, like a couple of weeks later, when the second batch came out, had no issues.
Why you
yes, go ahead, Milo. Say, man, go ahead.
Go ahead, Milo.
All right. What I noticed with this thing here, and again, I don't buy mini blasters anymore for whatever reason here, because most of them don't interest me, But with this blaster, what I noticed was that, one, when I opened mine up, my blaster was entirely dry.
Okay.
There was not an inch of lubrication at all.
Oh, wow.
The trigger was getting stuck on a safety. I called that one right out of the box.
Yeah.
The other thing was that with the P car was just made slightly smaller than what it should have been. Now, my Walmart, you can still go in it and buy this blaster here, yes, but it still comes with the original trash P car on it.
Really?
Yeah. You can still get some that are old stock. I've seen them. That's why I brought a P car with me when I got these two, because I wanted the new version. Yeah. And they're also more orange. So I saw ones that were slightly brighter orange than the darker. And yeah, they were still selling them. He's right.
Yeah. Now, what I also noticed too is that the mag release, right? And this sounds really strange, but whoever put these blasters together, they over tightened the mag release. You actually have to back it off and keep sampling it till it catches.
I noticed when I was trying to go look to buy one, they were very hard to push the mag release in, the ones that I saw in my local Walmart.
Yeah,
I didn't buy one because of that.
What I see with Dart Zone is that unless Dart Zone does something really soon, and when I say really soon, I mean within like a year from today, right? And unless they do something really soon and really phenomenal, they're going to end up losing people, because let me put you this way: there's only so many ways to make a flywheeler. There's only so many ways to make a springer. Okay, and with the problem that I see is that everybody wants an AEB from DZ. You won't ever see one. I don't think you will. not from DZ. You know, but if they did an AEB, that would be fabulous. The only other problem that I see with them too is that if you think about DZ, they're already cornering the American market with the magazines.
Absolutely.
You know, whether it be the 15s or the 18s or whatever, you know, or even the frickin' 12s for these. You know, which I wish they would have done 15s, but that's a horse with another color. You know, I mean, I think if Dark Zone can actually have an original design without rehashing the Nexus Pro or rehashing, you know, some of the other blasters like the 600 reskins of the Omnia, the 600 reskins of the Outlaw or of the Venom, you know, actually come out with something new, right? If Dark Zone makes an AEB, then yes, it might cost $100, but I would consider that $100 well spent at that point.
Everybody would want it for Christmas. Absolutely.
As long as it didn't have like massive PC issues like the Omnia. The original Omnia that I had, the original OG red one, the first one I got burned up while I was doing my review.
And somewhere out there,
should have saved the video footage. That's my biggest regret.
Somewhere out there, friend of the show, Bots and Blasters, is laughing, saying, "Me too, me too."
Yeah.
The same thing happened to him.
Yeah, mine burned up on camera. I sent it back, and then I turned around and wasted my money and bought the Mark IV.
And here's the funny thing. I remember when I did my review on the Omnia, I was one of the few people who review stuff that actually got a good Gen 1 Omnia.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, now look at you. Every other DC blaster you get is crap.
Exactly, because even my NPX2, which, by the way, y'all, please go, if you're interested, you can look up the kit on bigblasterconsortium.com. Shameless self-plug. Anyways,
How dare you?
even though I devised a kit for that blaster, I did not like that blaster until I put the upgrade spring in it, because mine was shooting 20 to 25 FPS less than what anyone else was with the stock spring and the stock darts.
Oh, wow.
So that blaster's supposed to hit 200. I was barely making 180.
Wow.
So, like, yeah, it was not a, like, I never fully launched my review on my blaster because of the fact that I got too busy doing other stuff, such as designing body kits. But I still have the footage. Like, I like, and even when I did my final thoughts, the look of disappointment on my face, I was like, hey, I'm not upset with the fact that I'm not getting the performance out of it because I got the upgrade springs. What?
Yeah. It should be 200 though. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm disappointed that it's not. Like, this is a design that literally was just a new color of plastic.
Right back.
Oh, that's what happened with the MK2. When they went orange, they made it this orange that I'm fiberglassing to hell, and it bends. Berets bends everywhere. The red ones don't, because the red plastic is harder. It's better. You know, they use it's a tougher alloy, even though it's the same material. The color changes the characteristics of the plastic entirely.
Yep,
which is kind of crazy. I got something to say about the Brute. Okay, this came a couple of steps raw before cooked, and I honestly believe that this could have been way better. But I think another problem is, why do you think I got these? I got these because I got like 10 Nightingale mags from the 4 Venom Pros I had and 2 that
I never got into that mag geometry. I should have.
I like this mag geometry because I shoot like this, man. I'm dual wielder. So to me, something that resembles like a 45 auto mag, and I can do this, and I can just go, well, hold on, without me dropping the damn thing, and I can just pull out of my holster, grab this,
drops his blaster and then tag. Got it.
See what I mean? I can do that. It's valuable to like a dual draw shooter when you got smaller mags that fit in smaller pockets and everything else. So I got I've got 4 Venom Pros, and these are my 2. They're on holsters. So these 2 are on holsters. these two are on holsters, and the two MK2s are on holsters, along with the fact that I play with a Mauser fire, which is my ranged pistol, pretty much. And so these are like modern day mag strikes. If I want to switch from full auto, I put these back in the magazine. I go to these.
The mag strike. I still occasionally see those at Goodwills.
How many?
Yeah.
Wait, whoa. Hold on. Whoa. How many pistols do you keep on you?
6 pistols. Hold on a
That's
second.
more than I did.
Hold on.
Yeah, I carry 6 pistols. 6 pistols and a Mauser fire.
I have a question, Cartea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you wear a black overcoat, and before you go into battle, do you say, "And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee"?
No.
Because you
No,
remind me of
no.
El Duce from freaking Boondock Saints, the dad.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so here you go.
I just carry one pistol,
So
and
this
I
goes
think I've
back
used it
here.
once or twice.
This goes right here on the belt. Okay. So these
Uh-huh.
are behind my back, kind of like, I can just pull both of them. I have to have it strapped on to pull both of them. Okay. And
Is
then
that
I
private?
yeah. So these things go,
You lucky
straight
bastard.
off. You know what I'm saying? So I have dual MK2s. These are my backups. And I just really quickly, I don't know if these are loaded or not. We're going to find out. But,
Chris, you know the rule about nerfing. You're not supposed to keep your blasters loaded. It affects the mags.
yeah, I know. But that's
Yeah,
how I do it. So I go around everywhere, dual pistols, just like that. So then I got these
question,
two.
buddy. Do you feel lucky, punk?
Hold on, let me go through this whole thing. I do all the time. So I got these two, then the Venom Pros, which are for full auto, where I've nailed like 4 or 5 people at a time, just with 2 of these 24 darts just screaming, screaming.
Are those Kydex holsters?
These are duct tape.
Oh, duct tape. Oh, wow, really?
These are custom duct tapes. So
are
check
they
this out.
belt mounted or?
Yeah, you put them on your belt. So these go on this side of the belt like this. I don't have the belt on because I'm wearing my swim trunks.
God, don't
let me see if I get that. Okay, hold on. Like this, you see, and I can just like that on both two-handed.
You do
so
the cross
I can just boom. I can throw 2 blasters down, grab those, and just freaking unload on them.
So I have a question for you, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Because you use all, you basically use mini angle talons, right? For a lot of your blasters?
No. These are nightingales. Yeah, mini angle talons. Yeah,
yeah. So I'm in the process of working with NXT Australia to devise something, build on a design that he's already built. And it's something that you might be interested in.
Oh, cool.
So what do you do?
I know what it is. Yeah, you want one.
Let me show you what it is. Hold on.
Okay, and then I got these 2 on holsters.
I'll be back in a second, so I got to go take care of something.
Then I got these 2. These are on shoulder holsters. So these 2 are on shoulder holsters. The Brute's on shoulder holsters.
The
like
mag box.
See, like that. So they're on shoulder holsters at any time.
God, Chris, you look like you remind me of a gung ho police detective.
Oh yeah,
Chris,
well I do a wield.
You wear this on a belt, okay? You loop the belt through this.
Nice.
Holds up to 6.
And it just goes through.
It goes upside down without falling out.
I don't know. I got a pretty compact rig though. I might, but
gotcha.
Did you make sure the edges were rounded on that thing?
What?
Yeah.
Did you make sure round the edges on that thing?
Yes.
Oh, good, because that's going to be a big sticking point, literally.
So real quick, it's 2 here, shoulders. 2 here, belts. Okay. And then it's 2 back here behind shirt. That's how armed I am when I go to a 150 war. I'm like that.
See, my old
these are perfect.
My old consist our loadout consists for HVZ consisted of my primary, which is usually just Strifer or Modulus, if I was doing a flywheeler, or an EAT or a pump action retaliator if I was doing a Springer. It would consist for pistols. It'd be my grass snake, which I think just finally broke on me. I had to check it out in storage. Something happened with the mag holder, but I had that, and I had a single shot blaster on me as well. Plus, I would also carry whatever else I could think of, maybe a small like mag fed whatever in my backpack as well.
So let me also tell you about this and continue on this. I worked on this, and I noticed a few things. And I mean, they were just, I'd say if they worked on this a month or two more, it would have been great. Number one, get rid of the slam mode. And the reason you want to get rid of the slam mode is you can't go like this, and then you can't decock. Because the slam mode, you can't. And then when you remove this lock, the whole thing will slide back when it's working. And number two, so this one does not, this one has my modifications. This one is perfectly stuck. And the problem with this is you feel the actual, like when you're priming, you feel the transfer bar for the slam mode hitting, and it's a drag on it. And you can feel it. And then the trigger is really flexible. So what I did with this is I used 2 layers of fiber tape, the same stuff that you saw earlier, and epoxy, and I stiffened the trigger. I made it so that the trigger linkage was a straight pivot, and I got rid of the slam linkage so that now it's just like an MK2, because I don't need slam mode. If I use slam mode, it will do this. You see how the muzzle moves? It just moves, and that's the problem is that, and that time it didn't slam at all. The whole muzzle does this when you try to prime it because you got no frame on it. So what's the use of having slam mode on this thing? Again, it's being too gimmicky. Yeah, it's a quality control problem. It's too gimmicky. Pistols don't need to have slam. It's one of those things you put on there just to sell more products, basically.
I feel like it can help, but only in certain situations, and those situations are limited.
Yeah, very much.
Like, if you're going to use something that needs high rate of fire, that's a sidearm, that's only going to be HVZ, really.
These things will waffle people on a second and a half to 24 darts. You freaking have waffled everybody, But the other thing is the P-car. That's a P-car in there. That is a P-car meant to fit this barrel, and it's all the P-car you need for this air volume in here. Because the air volume on these is tiny. It's like 28 cc's or something. It's not very big.
You cut down a P-car for that thing?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So I had a whole bunch of them. I had like 6 of them. And because it works. It works more accurately.
Sandman, it is a half dart, so it doesn't need that much more volume in terms of car for it to make a difference.
I mean,
take a look at the baseball guy up there. Take a good look at him. Right up there. Okay. Now this is short range for me. Okay, but see? It's more accurate. And it's more fitting. And what happens is if your P-car is too long, it's got too much drag because you don't have that much air left in your plunger. It's a magic ratio issue again. That's why this has a 20-inch barrel, not 550.
2026, I barely have any kind of accuracy devices on any of my blasters.
That's why I switched my DZ blaster to this one here, but I had to extend the barrel to do it.
Right.
This is one of the AccuSaver prototypes that I had laying around.
Look at Norton. Just smiles.
Well, an AccuSaver has less drag.
It's just to me, I didn't lose or gain anything when I installed my P-car, but then again, that's a different P-car than what most people carry because it's one of Josh's original P-cars.
Yep. And that was the
genius to them.
And that was the genius of that design.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you cut it down, it's enough to give it enough spin to make it fly. And it actually increases the velocity about 10 feet per second because you're not losing speed. So I made a small P-car on the inside of it, and it's great. This thing is really accurate. The other one isn't, though, but that's because I haven't done any modifications. This is a stock one. I still use it in dual wheels, but this is an out-of-the-box. This one, I lost the safety on it. I did extensive trigger mods to it. And it's that accurate. It's that.
What is that one called again? I forget. It's not the volcanic.
The
Brew.
Pro.
It is the Brew.
The reason I didn't get a Volcanic Pro is that can do the same thing, and not only that, this thing is insane accurate. It's cast with epoxy. It's stainless steel pusher. It's just. I've had this since 2018. The other one since 16. So you know my blasters last a long time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
But
my
I honestly
volcanic
believe-
does like 200 to 220 or something like that, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good
yeah.
pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
with the
just
heavy
with the
spring.
DC kit that you bought with it, that you could buy extra with it, which is pretty
Yeah.
good.
Mine stock is hitting like 180.
No,
So with the stock spring.
but they're big, and they go past the model limits I need the wars for. That's the thing. I don't have any wars that need a Volcanic Pro. I just don't.
And you see that right there brings me to another issue I have with certain blasters.
Mhm.
And I'll be honest with you, in a way that I have an issue with the piston pump, even though piston pump hands down is probably the best blaster that came out last year.
Definitely.
When they release blasters that are let's be honest here, since I have everyone here in the chat. My understanding is that when it comes to caps, you have HVZ, 150, then you get 200 CQB, like for some places like in Kane, but then it goes to 250, and then you get to capless, correct?
The 300 hard cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's
And
just
the
like
300.
a free description.
Yeah. So that being said, you get the blasters that fall into that category where it's like too powerful for the 150 round, like the Volcanic, but it can't keep up to a 200. I mean, yes, it can technically, but it's not at the 200 where.
Yeah.
No.
You're not gonna run a Volcanic in a 200 round when other people are using an SBF that hits the 200. You're gonna be decimated for the most part, unless you're tiny and you're hidden in a compact little corner. So there's that.
Like with me, what I run mainly is for my primary. I just run my Harrier most of the time. If I don't run that, I've got a freaking Quinlan.
Yeah.
But as far as a pistol, I'm sorry, Chris, but there's the pistol that I use does 430.
Nice.
Oh,
Which
you're
It's CO2 powered.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can't use CO2 in our wars. In California,
Right, exactly.
Right.
But with that
Cool,
being
though.
said, I can tell you within this span of my entire time playing, I think I've only had to pull my pistol once, twice, maybe.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
you don't get close enough to us to be able to use a pistol.
Yeah.
Look what General Strife said in the chat.
What do you say?
Penny modded Maverick and afraid they survived the HVZ.
It works. I've seen it work.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, here's the thing, Strife. Real men don't run a Maverick. Real men run a nail biter stock.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say I won 4 HVZs in a row with a modded Retaliator. So
Nail
4 in
biter
a row.
stock, dual wield, baby.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop. That looks horrible.
So back to what we were talking about with Hasbro and DZ and X-Shot and all that. Me personally, I'm excited to see whatever releases that DZ is going to come out with that are going to show up in Target, whatever they are.
Yeah.
But however, please, for the love of God, don't give me another flywheeler and don't give me a Springer. Give me something different.
Well, X-Shot's got that one blaster that they're looking to come out with that General Strife found. Is it General Strife that found it?
Yeah, it was General Strife that found it.
Yeah, it was that Ragefire clone or whatever they're making that's got drums.
Ragefire.
Like the Rhino Fire.
Ragefire?
Yeah.
You mean the Rhino Fire?
Yes, my bad. Ragefire. It's the Ragefire it's called.
Yeah, I mean, I just hope that if DZ comes out with something this year,
That's unlikely.
don't give me a Springer or a Flywheeler. I have enough of those.
Or give me something that we haven't seen in a long time.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
If you're gonna do,
I'm still waiting for, by the way, for anybody in the community. No, I should say anybody in the community. I should say any one of the big companies
Mhm.
to actually produce a proper working version of a Firefly.
Ooh.
One that performs 200 plus and has no issues because the plastic isn't cracked.
Yeah.
But
Not
that'll
like a
never
Vector
happen.
Pro, but a true out. Yeah. 200 foot per second. I agree. That would be kick ass. Like the old Firefly.
And,
Like
and
the
that's the
original
whole problem,
bull pump. Yeah. But
Yeah.
like a rifle, not pistols like the Vector Pro. True out. You know? I get you.
Here I am just happy enough to deal with the mod stripes and ravens and basic springers into something cool with body kits. I wish
Firefly.
I wish they made
the little revolver. That's what it is called. Sorry, man. Yeah, I had my blaster.
This is what John needs to be shot by. This is what I need to pop John with.
oh my gosh.
How
That's a
fast
running
is it?
gag.
Okay,
Yeah.
so quick side tangent. Quick side tangent. Strife geometry for the Star Wars blaster is what they're saying. What they don't tell you is that it's mounted upside down.
Yeah.
So I have this OFP flywheel cage. These are actually really good. These were the Aurora cages.
Made
that
for
were
LEDs.
What?
They're made for LEDs.
Well, not only that, here's the issue. That right there, when you flip it upside down,
Oh man,
is a no-go. It's a dart guide.
Yeah.
So I get to cut. I'm going to chip this off now.
I would recommend not doing that to an OFP cage. Those are nice. I would just print a new cage out.
Hey, guess what? I have 5 of them.
why don't you do this? Why don't you cut that off, cut it down, file it, glue it on the other side, and fasten it with fiber tape and crazy glue? I kid you not, it'll work. Yeah,
Wait,
you just switch it upside down.
where?
Take that.
Yeah.
Okay. Take that lip. Okay. Flip it upside down.
Yep.
On the new cage, and then secure it with fiber tape. I kid you not.
So,
if that will work, I'm not sure it will, but
it
and
won't
then
because
just glue it.
It won't because the feeder on this blaster literally has a tiny hole that's just the size of the dart, so it won't flip with the in the chamber of it. It's okay.
Shame.
It's all
Damn
right.
it.
I don't care about breaking this off. And John, as for where I got these, there was a seller on Mercari that sold 4 of them for $14.
Total?
Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's a deal.
Yeah.
That's a steal, dude. Screw that. That's
That
a
is
steal.
Big time
Yep.
steal.
You basically
Yeah.
robbed that man without using a gun. You know that, right?
What?
You basically robbed that man without using a gun.
You didn't even need a DMR to do it.
Apparently
even
he
a
has.
DMR.
Apparently he's selling another set of 4 for 14.
Send me a link.
Go get him!
I need
Philly,
the
get
parts.
him!
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I'm plotting my comeback for later on in this year or next year. So
hold on, we got something here going on. Worker.
Norm, send me a link to that guy or buy him for me. I'll pay him for you, or we can swap.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, I got to get me a root beer really quick because I got to get my drink on. A day without liquor is a day without sunshine. You know, Pilgrim, a day without liquor is like a day without sunshine, Pilgrim.
I hear that.
Yeah. But I only got Gatorade, and I can't wash down Jack Daniels with damn Gatorade. That's not good. Yeah, like I said, you indeed.
You.
Ew. That's just nasty. To quote people from the South, that's nasty.
Ew.
Yeah, ew, but ew.
Ew, that's nasty. To quote, not Quagmire, what's his face? Oh my gosh, the black character from Family Guy that had his own spinoff.
Cleveland?
Cleveland Brown, yes.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
Yep. So
What the hell?
Back there laughing now because of that.
I can do the voice somewhat okay.
Give me one second.
Yeah,
Somebody said they messaged me in via Facebook Messenger real quick. I gotta hop on there real quick on my computer and see what the heck they're trying to tell me. Oh boy.
Yeah, I just find that I sincerely hope that Dark Zone does something magnificent this year, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of gimmick blasters. Never have been, never will be. You know, I mean, I like all blasters in general, but I actually like some of them more than others. And what they've come out with over the past couple of years has made me go, "Why are you giving me the same thing?"
You don't say.
Because I don't need 67 versions of an Omnia. I don't need 3 versions of an MK2. I don't need 3 versions of an Outlaw, or of a Venom. That makes no sense.
All right, I'm almost back. Almost.
Somebody
back.
if Dark Zone wants to surprise me, here's what they'll do. Adopt Mega or MXL geometry and release a blaster that fires those things.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
With full performance.
Yep.
Even though it's
Can I show you something real quick?
Go ahead.
Oh, that's an overseas Busby dart. These were awesome. They didn't have Mega darts. They were the Busby Megas. They were awesome because they had like twice the range of the Nerf ones. But of course, when they hit, they were soft on the front, but they had no suction cup. I bought like 5 boxes of these before I left Singapore.
That's the thing?
Yeah, that's the one without the suction cup they sell overseas in Orient.
I've never seen that.
I used to run them all the time with my brass dual strike Magnum, and they will shoot with a brass dual strike Magnum like 120 feet. And by the way, that's 2017, 18. Okay. Right. So back then, Megas weren't going that far. And these were one-hit kill step. So this was awesome to have.
I had a Ranger, a Mega Ranger from God, who made that again?
Spitfire Productions.
Yeah. John had to wait a long time for it, and I've heard people still wait a long time for the Rangers. But I due to a situation with my old landlord, it got stolen. I'll just put it like that.
Oh.
I'm fighting to get money back for it right now. The case is filed. But
terrible.
Life. I'm used to it at this point. So I get fucked in the ass constantly.
I've seen Shane use those in action. They are powerful.
Norm.
They are powerful.
Anyway, I managed to bounce back.
I don't want to say it. Please, God, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
Milo. Shut up, Sandy.
Can I give the enlisted person's response to that?
Look,
getting in the...
No, I don't. I constantly get shafted. I don't like it, but I always bounce back. Point being is...
you do.
Shut up. I'm going to buy another Ranger if I can.
I think now's a good time for a drink, guys. Oh, here. Yeah.
I'll drink to that, baby.
For the pure life.
You always bounce back. Don't you like a champ?
I'm going to regret this conversation.
I want to say it so bad, and I'm not going to.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Don't tell. Okay? We're cool. No worries. You're safe with us, man.
You know what? I can't help it. Low-hanging fruit. I'm sorry, Jonathan. I know you do. Right. By the way, how's your friend doing?
Huh?
Well, how's Tyrone doing, Jonathan?
Oh God! Let's no. That's a line.
All right.
let's adjust the line. Let's not get my live canceled.
Yeah, don't
I'm
ask.
already going to get canceled.
What happens on Norman's stream stays on Norman's stream, right? Right?
Yeah,
Right?
except the stream is public for people to view later on. So,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
that being said, for those who are watching who may have gotten offended by that line of jokes, we are a LGBTQIA friendly stream.
Definitely.
All people are welcomed here. All people are loved here. However, we will crack jokes on one another without a problem.
Crack
Because
all you want. Do it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, we are, again, this is us cracking jokes on one another, not because of we believe against anybody, anyone's orientation or identity, but it's because if someone says something that we're going to turn into a 12-year-old comment section on if we're gonna go to
you talking last week about Out of Darts having a OnlyFans account.
OnlyFans, exactly. we are going to turn it into an old school Call of Duty voice chat at a moment's notice.
Tell you what, I'll fuck your mom.
Anything can happen here, folks. Anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
what I was going back to is I plan on getting a Ranger again or a comparable blaster because they still make Mega Darts on AliExpress. You can still buy them.
You can still buy them on eBay, the original ones, the AccuStrike ones too.
Yeah, but
you can still buy Mega Darts on Amazon even.
You can find AccuFakes on Amazon. AliExpress, and you can find the suction darts, both colors, red and blue, on AliExpress as well. And I liked my Mega Sniper I had. I actually had a dedicated loadout for it, and I did very well with it. Prone sniping on a hill down to like a small valley area at a local park we have in Tempe, Arizona, called Kiwanis. It was a great area to play at, and that blaster really came into its own with the zoning of that. And I want to get it back. I just don't want to have to wait so long for, again, Spitfire to build it. That's the only problem. He takes forever.
Yeah.
Although he is a one-man army.
Good
luck with that.
I ordered 4 springs for him, and I'm still waiting for him, but I knew that I was going to need him after getting. That's why I ordered them when I did.
Right.
Because I know how hard it is to get pair of springs and cut them up and ship them. It's more a chore than anything just to do that. So
I don't know how many 3D printers he has running, but
he's got a bunch. I've seen his shop. He's got a bunch. He had me over a couple of Geddons ago. I spent the night with him, hung out. That's when he put the hole through his roof with that Swift, not Swift plunger, the Harrier plunger. When he was trying to take a Swift spring and cut it down, that's when he did that. He is I love him. He's a nice guy. Just wish he would talk to me more. He lives in Huntington, so he's not too far away from me. He's Huntington Beach. I'm Santa Clarita. But
how the hell he affords that? It's gotta be expensive.
It's a small little like duplex kind of place. It's nothing. It's not a huge place, but it's nice. I mean, I would live by the beach. If I could live by the beach, I'd live by the beach. But he's not right by the beach. You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
I'm not gonna say exactly where he lives.
That's still expensive because I remember being in San Diego. The beachfront property in San Diego is like $1 million, $2 million a home.
Now, Chris. We all know that your dream house is a condo like on the penthouse floor of the Disneyland Hotel.
How'd you know? How did you know? Okay, here, I need to cite this, man. Let's see. Let's see how we're doing. And if it's off, it's because I'm off. Let me see. There we go. Oh, we're cited.
By the way, Gibbs Mods, you mentioned something in chat.
Oh, hey, Gibbs.
Gibbs, really quick, when you do that stream, because he's going to be doing a stream soon, which I think it's a Zoom call, the Rad Dads of Nerf, he's going to be assembling a blaster called the Knave on a live stream. So with himself and CR Nerf. So if you guys can make sure to send me a link, I'd like to join in on that one.
I'm not a dad, but I want to be a part of this.
So let me get back to my YouTube channel here so I can actually see what the comments have been. But
what are the other what's it called? point of the topic for our conversation tonight?
So tonight, here's the thing: is that we've covered basically what it was, and that was the ascension of X Shot into being the most exciting blaster brand. Because General Strife was the one who broke this news. They have the most exciting reveals so far this year, in my opinion. Because this year, from Dart Zone, what we got was the Axis Switch Pro, which is pretty cool. I mean, I have one; it's fun. And then the NPX. And then we have the Delta Pro, which, again, the Delta Pro, it's not something that we haven't seen before. I like it.
It's a Blitzfire in
15
different clothes.
It's
sold
a
out.
Blitz.
When I went, it was sold out.
Which one? Which what? The Delta?
The Delta Pro, yeah.
Oh, dude, if you want, I'll let you know how much it costs to ship. If you're willing, I mean, I'll send you one where I'm at, because I have them. They're in stock at my store. So, but anyways,
I love this blaster. I love this blaster. This thing is awesome.
I pick them up just to paint and mod. A couple parts
I
here and
need
there.
your help painting this. I am weak at paint. I need help with painting this. But
I almost wouldn't mind having you send it to me to paint, but that's only when I get my space set up again.
I need it for Giddon. It's the whole thing, and Giddon's a month away, and this thing is going to rear its ugly head at Giddon. It's also the reason I haven't put the Swift Springs in there, and I'm only running a very worn. Here, let me show it. Let me give you an example. A very worn K27, and I mean worn to hell. Okay?
I got to get my card, you guys. Hang on.
You're good.
To get it to 300. So, let's see. So that
so Stripe, you can just to let you know, Stripe, if you're watching, you can actually send the leaks pictures to blastersrevisited@gmail.com. That's my email address. I will get those. And yeah,
that's a normal K27, and this is the one that's in it. It's that worn down, but it's set as far as it's going to. So I'm calibrating this to be 290, 295, 298 because I got to be under that 300 cap. So yeah, that's how much. But I'm still using K27. If I use like a worker Swift Spring or like Shane's Swift Spring, which happens to also not be worker and much more powerful, 380 millimeters long, 1.85 wire gauge. This thing's gonna be like a Saber Ultima or a or an Apex, but like half of its size. You know what I'm saying? Detroit Tigers. I love your shirt. I love your shirt, Sean. Fucking awesome. Tigers.
Looks like he just lost his signal.
No, he had. Well, we'll see what happens. No, what happened was I think that he his phone battery was dying. So
what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make
a
DMR that can do Saber kind of velocity.
Can y'all hear me still?
Or maybe just under, but yet smaller like this.
Chris, can you hear me?
Package. Yeah, I hear you.
Nope, we lost Chris Cartaya audio. So hold on.
I'm here. Oh no.
This is what happens when we have these issues. So I'm going to drop everyone real quick and bring you all back up.
All right.
Hey! Oh!
There we go.
Okay, so you're back on stage.
Okay.
You're back on stage. Can we get audio checks for everybody?
Check. Yeah. Yeah.
Nope, I can hear you, John, but I can't hear Chris at all.
Oh, man.
So okay.
Chris, though, I can hear.
Yeah, but
this is fantastic. This is what happens when, again, people have issues with the connectivity. Let me add Milo's Mods to the stage again. Oh gosh.
Chris is dead.
Yeah, I'm here. But what I'm trying to do is make something that Saber, power. But
all right, well, here's what we're going to do is I'm going to
minimization.
Put the audio on my computer.
Right.
Hopefully it doesn't cause feedback. I apologize.
Yeah. If it does, I'll just Drake more. It's no big deal.
Let's see here.
You like
Chris
that?
Knows. If it causes problems, just drink more.
Just drink more. That's why they've invented liquor stores, Cillian. It sucks here. You know what I'm saying?
Independent liquor stores? I know. I serviced them for my job for the law firm.
Independent liquor stores? I know. I serviced them for my job
You're in the show.
All right, so it looks like Milo's
that's
Monza will
the
be
way.
coming back later on. I can hear now everybody from my computer.
Yeah, cool. But that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a smaller rifle that can hit those kind of.
Unfortunately, there's an
velocities.
echo on my end. Is there an echo on anyone else?
We can
There's
hear
a little
it.
echo, but I'm good.
Unfortunately, there's an echo on my end. Is there an echo on anyone else? There's a little echo, but I'm good.
You can use some headphones. That might help.
Yep, nope, that's too bad.
Yeah. And that's what I'm doing with this rifle. I'm trying to make something that can do 400,
Yeah,
420,
rifle's
450. You know, and yet it's smaller. You know what I mean? And put in mind a Saber Ultima or an Apex, that's like the Bugatti Veyron of blasters, and it just always will. But I like to make Ferrari of blasters.
Sammy, can we get an audio check from you?
All right.
Yeah. Can
I'm
you
just
hear me?
commenting on your shirt. Your
All
shirt's
right,
awesome.
so apparently I'm being
Tag
told that
it,
there's a
baby.
massive echo here, guys, and there's way too much of a delay on this end. So I'm going to have to end the live and restart it. Hopefully we don't have these issues. If y'all can make sure that you guys stay connected, because that's the problem, is that when you guys drop connection, it messes up StreamYard. So I need to make sure everyone has their cameras charged, connected properly, because people can hear you, but I'm unable to hear anything at all whatsoever
That's a weird
on
bug.
StreamYard, and it's a StreamYard issue on my end.
All right, so you're gonna kick us all out
Let
and
me,
put us in the waiting room, or
Do
Can't
this.
hear you. But I think it's what he's gonna do. Yep, there he goes.
There we go. Oh,
yeah?
I think it paused.
Okay, can I get sound check from everybody?
Cartagena
what's
here.
up?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
John?
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, no, I only have you set. Okay, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to end the live completely. I will restart it again shortly in case anybody wants to join back in. Because again, I understand that you guys, the audience, can hear them. I cannot, so I can't interact with them. So I'm gonna end this live, send out new links. Hopefully, we won't have to do this again.
All right, yeah, do that.
Oh no.